Why not? We have, if I'm not mistaken, one of the best players in Africa right now.
Please tell me.
Yeah.
I want to know that.
I always say that, but people don't, they don't. When I say it, they think that maybe I'm just supporting my country because it's Nigeria. We are blessed with talent, so I believe, we can win it back to back. We just have to get it right. From the bottom to the top. We have to get it right. Winning AFCON it takes a lot. Yeah. It takes a lot. And I think if we want to win, we have to start preparing from now.
All right, let's talk about the CAF Awards that will be coming up in another 5 days. Since you mentioned Nigeria has some of the best players. Okay, looking at it closely, the top three, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and Aubameyang. None of them are Nigerians by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, but these players, they're in Premiership.
Yes.
They play in one of the best, the best club in the world. We have players like Iwobi who's playing for us now. We have Ideye who's playing for Leicester. I think put these guys in one of this team, they should be competing.
Because I look at it and say to myself that the gap between the likes of Sadio Mane, Aubameyang, and Mo Salah, what they bring to the table, because they're arguably one of the best, even in the world, not just in Africa alone, with what Sadio Mane, with what Mo Salah did last season, actually notching over 44 goals.
Amazing.
Why is it difficult for Nigerians to actually hit those dizzy heights?
For me, I would say focusing on on scoring goals is different from being a team player. Okay. Mo Salah is one of the best. You're talking about the world striker. He's one of the best. So when you come to compete with Mohamed Salah,
why is this so? Why is this so? Back in 2013, Nigeria was almost parading some of the best players going into that particular Nations Cup, and it ultimately showed. But why is it these days? You look at Mo Salah, you look at Sadio Mane. Nigerians, the closest Nigerian to them, like you said, at the likes of Iwobi and Wilfred, but yet they are still very far.
Yeah, these guys are young players. These guys are young players.
So why would we ever see Nigerians dominate that particular circuit again as being the best players? What is going on? What do we need to do?
We are blessed. We are blessed with players.
Okay.
But what we need is patience. We have to start building. We don't have to wait till the last minute before we decide on who and what to do and who to play. We have to start building from 1 year, from 6 months to a tournament, and start building those talent that can win the tournament or that can win the World Cup. You understand?
Okay, sorry, let me cut you short here because you said something here about building.
Yeah.
But tell me, players, especially big players like you, when they call to national teams to probably prosecute a friendly game or a qualifiers, they don't always want to come. So how do you want to build when big players don't always want to show up for national teams in Africa? And I'm always wondering, why do they do that?
For me, I think...
I know, of course, you're an exception. You always make sure that you're always available. Yeah. But several big players, maybe just you can explain to us why a big player, for example, would decide that, okay, for example, they called Isaac Success at one time. He said he was injured. They called Victor Moses at one time. He said he was injured. And it was a little bit debatable.
They might be injured. They
play the next week in the Premier League, and we're saying.
Maybe some of them have some family issues they have to take care of. Sometimes you travel, like we players, we travel a lot.
Okay.
If you're not traveling to away game, you're playing home game, you spend most of the time in the hotel getting ready for a game. We don't have time to take, to take care of those family issues that we have to do. And when it comes to international break, that's when you have time to do those stuff, and you have to fly back home to play football for your country. And some of them they just want to get that excuse to take care of them. Family. For me, I think family comes first.
If you say you have family issues to take care of,
some of them say, look, we have some family issues to take care of that we cannot leave that and represent. No, not like represent. I don't have to come now, but because I have some family issues to take care of.
All right, it's family issues that bother what? Because we hear that some Super Eagles players are always calling their brothers and say, don't drive that car. You are driving that car. Make sure you drop that car. What kind of family issues are we talking about here? Is that part of them?
Nah,
we hear these things. True of us.
It happens.
Yeah, because some of the world that some of you amass almost becomes like a distraction because you have brothers, you have cousins, you have friends who want to just live off you. As a footballer, just try to break it down for me.
It takes the grace of God, to yeah, to be a footballer at the same time to take care of everyone around you, you know, because everyone around you, as soon as you make it, they stop doing what they're doing. Everything, even the one that is working will stop work.
Why?
The one that is, you know, that have a job will stop. They look up to you and they believe that you will be the one to take care of all the responsibility. And that's really, really, really a pressure to a footballer.
So how do you cope with that?
God. I can't give you a reason. I can't tell you that this is how I cope with issues like that. I cannot tell you that, but I'll just say God, because it takes a lot for you to see someone that is doing wrong, you know, that someone that is doing something wrong, and you just act like you don't see them. Just, you know, just walk away.
Is that why some of the Super Eagles players or Nigerian players decide to go for big body moves as against focusing on getting a strategic move to a club that might help boost their career? Is that the reason why? That some of them just say, since I have a lot of mouths to feed, I have a lot of people dependent on me.
I won't see it that way. No, I will not accept.
No, because
that.
you've just admitted to one thing that there's a lot of pressure.
Look, it's not about the pressure from the family.
Yes.
Me and you know that football is not. When you clock 30,
yes,
you have to live from what you have in your account.
True.
From your contract. If you may have one season, one year left. You may have two years left in your contract. Every penny counts. Every penny counts. So as for me, I would like to go to a place that I can save than to go to a place that I can make my name.
All right.
You understand?
Okay, now let me put you on the spot. What's been the most outrageous demand they've made of you? And at what time, what has been the wrongest time somebody has made a demand from you as a footballer?
Are you talking about family or just
family, friends? What's been the most outrageous demand they've made of you?
Like when I moved from Olympiacos. No, sorry, when I moved from Sochaux to Dynamo Kiev, somebody called me and asked me to give him 600 million to buy a house.
600 million.
Yeah, because the news on the internet was like, oh, you know, record sign on, you know, like they just calculate the money in naira, it's like billions, and everybody was like, oh, this money.
Was this person close to you?
Very close, and this money is going to. They thought this money is going to my account. They don't know that this is just club and club transfer, you know. So
600 million.
Yeah.
Did you give the person
to buy a house?
All right. So okay, now the second part of that question before we move on to the Premier League. At what time? Because we know that players are always trying to condition themselves before they play a game.
Yeah.
What has been the wrongest time someone has called you to make a demand from you?